Hello, class. My name is Roger Hooks, and this week's discussion we are to talk about the recent growth of the NoSQL databases versus the SQL databases, and we are to argue if SQL will become extinct and explain why, and if not, we are to argue what will be the role of each type of database in the near future. Now, I'll start off. Although NoSQL is rising, I believe SQL will never become extinct. Something you have to realize is that most of these enterprises, uh, they're all for the culture, and you have to understand they have to utilize the relational database management system, which is the RDBMS, which is also SQI, for nearly 30 years. And changing that will require a complete overhaul of the system. Relational database, RDBMS, is sometimes the best solution for particular problems. And now, NoSQI provides a lot of flexibility, which is very, appealing to a lot of new organizations. But it leaves the door open for a relational database, which can perform fast and powerful queries. So let's go into what are what are the differences between the two, the SQL and NoSQL. So SQL is a relational database management system, which is your RDBMS. These databases have fixed or static or predefined schema. These databases are not suited for hierarchical data storage. Um, these databases are best suited for complex queries, which I prefer. Um, they're vertically scalable and they follow the ACID property. Now, with NoSQL, they're non relational or distributed database system. They have a dynamic schema. These databases are best suited for hierarchical data storage. These databases are not so good for complex queries, which I do not like. They're horizontally scalable and they follow the CAP, which is consistency, availability, partition tolerance. Now, I believe both of these will play a prominent role in the near future. For instance, like an accounting firm, they will continue to use the SQL because it's effective and efficient when it comes to managing account numbers, credit cards, numbers, etc., and performing long-term analytics. While your Google, Facebook, Amazon, and your newly upcoming company who deal with high volumes of data will continue to use NoSQL. Now, the reason for that because the usage of RDMS for massive volumes of data tends to lead to slower speeds. So they're not going to go that route because it will be bad for their business. Um, Also, the pace of development for NoSQL databases can be much faster than the SQL database. So, with those new up and coming companies, that would be the preferred method. And because no SQL databases often allow developers to be in control of the structure of the data, this is a good fit with the modern agile development practices based on if that company has frequent code pushes or quick iterations. This would be the non-SQL database would be their route. But my personal opinion, SQL. SQL is the way to go, especially depending on your profession. My profession, I got to run queries, uh, a lot of queries. So and it's complex. So I need a complex system, and then it gotta talk. It gotta talk from organization to organization, and that's why I choose SQI. That's why SQI would never go extinct because it's utilized by pretty much all warehouse management systems, and concludes my brief. Thanks.